Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38.
On second down, it's Bell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another first and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. From the 21, it's second and 10.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Cut. Cut.
A give to Bell. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
That probably reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays is uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from you. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The give is to Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Gun now on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Johnson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. We're good. You got 56 there.
On play action. Now Carr. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
694. You're mine.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
734.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
618. One day down. 180.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there. But he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. They'll come up now with a clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. Off the play fake. Weber. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it with Bell. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio. Hunt.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Man, we see a lot of quarterbacks try and do this. They get out of the pocket, they get in trouble, and they try and force the ball into their star receiver to make a play, sometimes whether he's open or not. And I think this time, it was definitely an or not.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw from his end zone. Weber. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot! Hot!
To throw from his end zone, Weber. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. On first down, Weber. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down, Weber. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut! Hut!
Operating from the gun, Weber. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Lucky 56.
Off play action. Weber. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Weber. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Off play action. Weber. And that that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the gun, Weber. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets
him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get nothing out of that one. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll go again with Bell. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to Philly, here we go!
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They go to Johnson again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Weber. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Ohio! Ohio!
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Hey, you got 3. Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56.
Again, it's Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running off tackle right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Detroit!
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Underneath for Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Operating from the gun, Weaver. And this is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Detroit! Detroit!
On second down, Johnson fighting his way through. David Johnson on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. David Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though,
Yeah.
because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off play action. Weber. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They got 29 yards that time.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders have recovered.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now Carr going left on the option. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Hut! 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 Hut!
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And now out come the Steelers. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. A Steeler 1st down on a pickup of 11 yards. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 4 seconds, 3 seconds.